It's been said that the truth will set you free, but first it'll make you miserable. We all tell ourselves stories about who we are that keep us feeling safe and comfortable. But when the truth collides with those illusions, it stings, it hurts, it feels miserable. But if you can push through, freedom comes. Freedom from fear, freedom from ego, pride, envy, self-deception, whatever it is. Hebrews 12:11 says it pretty straight. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who are trained by it. If you think of some of the most courageous decisions in history or in the church, they began with discomfort and misery. The psalmist David praying, "Search me, O God, know my heart." Inviting God to expose our flaws or our sin is never easy, but that honesty of that Jewish king opened the way for healing and for redemption. Billy Graham, as a young evangelist, once preached his heart out, but hardly anybody came to receive the invitation. And he was disappointed. He was full of pride, but he had the courage to ask a mentor what went wrong. And the mentor told him, "You didn't mention the cross. You didn't preach the cross." So from that day forward, Billy Graham lifted high the cross of Jesus Christ at every sermon that he ever preached. Can you imagine if no one spoke those words of blunt truth to Billy Graham, or if he didn't have the courage to face them, the millions of lives who may never have been changed as a result? So here are the questions for me or for you today. Can you name your flaws, your blind spots? Have you given permission to someone else to name them? Do you have the courage and the backbone to face them? What you are aware of, you can control. What you are unaware of controls you. And what I've learned after all these years is the best leaders and the best disciples never see themselves as the completed, finished product. They embrace discipline, they embrace the humility, and yes, they embrace the misery along the way, because on the other side is transformation, or what the Hebrews calls produces a harvest of righteousness and peace. It may be messy, it may be miserable at times, but beyond is freedom. And that's today's 2-Minute Toolbox.